morning from Paris. Alright, so I'm gonna be in Paris for 3 days. It's very different from how I normally travel. I'm actually here for work. To keep it very simple, basically what I do for work is I help teachers take their students on international trips. So it's actually what I'm doing right now is I'm joining one of my teachers on one of their trips, just to kind of, you know, see how it goes. I've never been on one before, so it'll definitely be interesting. Anyone who knows me knows I'm not a huge tour person. I don't like sitting on a big bus, being in big groups, having set schedules. I really like just kind of going with the flow, but obviously free trip to Europe, not gonna say no. So today what we're doing is we're going to Versailles for the first half of the day, and then the second half we're gonna do like a walking tour of Paris. Join us for Paris day 1. So excited. Oh, just kidding, car's coming. And we're gonna get on the bus because now it's time to head to Versailles. Look at our bus waiting for us. We just got off the bus and you can see behind me Versailles. So this is my first time going to Versailles. I've been to Paris before but not to Versailles, so I am super excited. The temperature is great, not too hot. Let's go in. Just entered into the Versailles Gardens and we decided to not go into the main part of Versailles just because it was so crowded. Not really my type of scene with so many people just shuffling in and out. So we're just gonna take a stroll through the gardens, which you can already start to see around here. So beautiful, and then find some amazing lunch. Wow, look at this view from up here. All down below, and then there's kind of like a little man-made lake over there as well. And this is right off of the main building of Versailles. Beautiful. In 1661, Louis XIV entrusted André Lenotre with the creation and renovation of the Gardens of Versailles, which he considered just as important as the palace. Work on the gardens was started at the same time as the work on the palace and lasted for about 40 years. The Versailles Palace started off as a hunting lodge and gradually transformed to a residence for leisure that saw grand parties and entertainment held in the gardens. And starting in 1682, it became the main residence of the French court and government. The palace consists of 775 rooms in total and 78 restrooms, and the entire grounds are just over 3.1 square miles. Today, the Versailles Gardens are known for hosting musical fountain shows where visitors can watch the fountains perform to the rhythm of Baroque music popular during the 17th century. Alright, so you can see behind me this main fountain, and I'll put the name right here with all the gold. This is probably the picture you mostly see when you're thinking of the Gardens of Versailles. It is beautiful. You can see it all the way to the end there with like all like multiple little man-made lakes. But it does stink. You can smell the sulfur all the way over here, so keep that in mind. A little stinky, but very pretty. If you see this little cart coming towards us, the gardens are so big that you actually can rent these carts and drive them around if you really want to. You don't feel like walking. I obviously prefer to walk. I feel like it's the best way to see everything, but just know that that's an option if you want it. I know I'm so dark, you can barely see me, but there are fountains like shooting through the sky. Fountains literally everywhere. It is so stunning. We're just walking through like these little mazes, and it's so cute and shaded, which is really nice because it is like 97 degrees out today. So here you can see the entire area of the map. This is where we started at the building of Versailles, and you see how many different areas of gardens and different walkways you can walk to. Right here, obviously we're at the Red, and we're almost at the Grand Canal, so it is massive. Behind me is by far the most beautiful thing we've seen in this garden. Take a look. It's amazing! Can you hear the music? There's like opera music playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but it makes the experience so much grander. Every time I think we're done seeing the most beautiful thing, then we stumble upon something else. And this place is stunning. It's just like all these little arches. You can see all behind me. You can just walk through all the way around. I don't know what that was. And then this little fountain in the middle. It's super, super cute, super peaceful. Alright, so we just finished up the gardens. Like I said before, we didn't end up going inside just because there are so many people. I'm sure you can see all in the background. So many lines, you know, you'd just be shuffling in and out of the rooms, and just didn't think that would be as much fun as walking through the gardens. So we are gonna go find some lunch now, wait for the rest of our tour to finish up, you know, both the inside and the gardens. Hopefully we can find a cute little authentic French restaurant and just enjoy the wait. So today is Bastille Day, which is like the 4th of July-ish, Independence Day for France. So a lot of things are actually closed, we're noticing. But hopefully we can find somewhere to just have a little nice light lunch. I'm not too hungry, but just rest our feet, drink a little bit of water, get out of the sun. Because like I said, it is so hot today. I am just dripping sweat. Alright, so we found a little square. If you can see behind me, they're kind of like setting up shop, like selling little things. I'm not sure if it's like a flea market or something. Super cute. But also a whole row of restaurants that are all open, so we're super happy. I was on the mission to find duck confit because that's what I had last time I was in Paris, and it was hands down my favorite meal, and I wanted to relive that moment. So here we just stopped at this place, and right away I see duck confit. So we're gonna try it out. Wow. Look at that masterpiece. Hi, Annie. Hi. Beautiful. Exactly what we wanted. Great views all the way around. Woo. Just finished up that lunch. It was so delicious. Exactly what I was looking for. The duck confit was as good as I remember it to be. Now we're done. We're gonna meet up with our group that just finished in Versailles and head back into Paris. Alright, so essentially what we're kind of doing is like a hop-on, hop-off bus tour type situation, but not one of those like double-decker ones that you pay for, just like our bus that's been taking us on tour this whole time. So we're just stopping and seeing like all the sights. Right now we just hopped off and we're in front of the Eiffel Tower. So because the Olympics are held next year in 2024 here in Paris, they're starting to like revamp a lot of stuff. So all around the Eiffel Tower you can see there's like this gray or like silver fence. So not honestly the best view right now, but again we're just doing like a quick hop on hop off type thing. Tomorrow we'll have a lot of free time, so I'm gonna come back, hopefully have a nice little picnic in front of the Eiffel Tower and more like Parisian vibes instead of just like a quick glance right now.
As we continued on our tour, we ended up not hopping off much after that, but we were able to drive by all the major sites in Paris, including the Pont Alexander III bridge that spans over the Seine River in Paris. It's widely regarded as the most ornate, extravagant bridge in the city and has been classified as a historical French monument since 1975. The Rue de Paris, which is a huge Ferris wheel found in the Place de la Concorde, it's right in front of the entrance to the Tuileries Gardens, and nearby is the famous Joan of Arc golden statue that was created in 1874. The Palace Garnier, also referred to as the Paris Opera House, was built from 1861 to 1875 under the order of Emperor Napoleon III. It is an iconic symbol of Paris and considered one of the most famous opera houses in the world.
Alright, so here we are, the last stop on our hop-on, hop-off bus tour, which ended up not really hopping off that much. But we are at the Museum de Luxembourg, or Luxembourg Museum, right behind me. And then all around us are these beautiful gardens that we will get to explore. As we were starting our free time, we were just walking trying to find the river, and then we saw an enormously long line out into the street for some gelato. So we were like, there's a lot of people here, we gotta stop and try some. Alright, end of the day, all we're doing is just strolling by the river, gonna find a nice place to sit and chill for a little bit, enjoy the breeze before we head to dinner. Found a nice little shaded spot here by the river, enjoying a nice little breeze. I know it's kind of dark. Let me find a better lighting. There we go. Like I said a little bit before, you know, I am here with my work, so it is a different type of experience. Tomorrow I'll have a lot more free time, so I can actually like dive deep into some of the sites that I want to see. I really want to have like a little picnic in front of the Eiffel Tower, go see the Louvre, different things like that. So stay tuned. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any upcoming Paris content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.